Yeah, hey, sahleli la phansi kwelanga. Ngicabangela la. Yazi inyoni zokuzibhiza lezi zibhiza zama-droppings azo. But ikhonto ke ngayizwa because ngiyathanda ukuposta ama-video endayo kuy'nkundla zokuxhumana. And you know, it struck me and it made me realize something very important. And you know, I have a question. Ehlezi ingihlaba umxhwele inxaka, very vexing. You know, I am vexed. For years, I've been very, very vexed about it. See, here's a sin. Ubraji says to Abraham, I have given you the land of Canaan for your children. Okay. Now, it's weird because Canaan already has people who live there, Canaanites. The first part about it, what is weird and very strange about our naivety, because it seems like abantu nje badunyelwa ikhanda kakhulu abangayiboni izinto zenzeka phambi kwabo abangalalelisisi kahle kahle. So essentially, here you have a case of a God who's saying to people, listen, I'm gonna go and make you abuse other people, because that's the only thing that had to happen. For the children of Abraham to go and occupy Israel and Canaan, it meant that there was a lot of abusing. Okwakufanele kube khona ukuze basuke abanye abantu. So lo God, somehow, somewhere, in this vast earth, umhlaba ongaka, could not conceptualize ukuthi okay, yabo laphana kunabantu bamakhenana, laphana kunabantu abakanje. Yabona-ke nina ngoba nabantu bami, I'm gonna find a very nice spot esingenamuntu for you, esizoba nawo le milk and honey. You know, and if he can't find one, he could have created one. So, very strangely, it tells us, no, this one cannot be umuntu or right. There is something extremely malevolent about the spirit that is of the gods of Israel. Extremely malevolent, which it means ukuthi umsebenzi wakhe is for his people to go out and colonialize. And then we understand then why Abelung came to Africa and felt ukuthi they are they are validated in being colonialists and invading other people. And the second part about that, what is most vexing, is that we go into these churches, we read all these things, and we find this particular incident to be something miraculous. Talking about, no. If why would he say take from others? What kind of a benevolent spirit is this one that says go and displace and rob other people and rape them? And then Tina, we don't pick up that. We don't read the story for what it is. We extrapolate meaning that isn't there. And then we miss a very important thing that we should have picked up, which is the second point. We should have picked up. No, man, these people are trying to excuse and make us accept their invasion. They are projecting themselves as the children of Israel, and it's God's will for them to come here and displace us out of Canaan. And we never pick it up. And had we ever picked it up, we would have realized, no man, this whole thing is a scam. I kid you not. Like, it's a very simplistic thing, as I'm putting it out now. It's a very simplistic thing. but you can't pick it up. I mean, I guess that's why they would say you have to think like a child to grasp the most deepest secrets of the universe. But this is the most simplistic thing. There is nothing that is brain surgery, what I'm trying to explain here. And it's in the words, in the text. Encwadini yamathwalo. There you have people telling you, by the way, we are here because apparently God is too male because he is so incapable of anything really. Kumele sizosusa nina, you know. He couldn't create a place for us on this planet. And this is a big, big planet. And, you know, it speaks to a very deep, uh, strange, and naivete that our people have. I mean, how are we so naive? Because this is not ignorance. Black people are not ignorant. They're very smart people, but they are lacking wisdom, which makes them very naive. Things that come into their silent space. I was talking the other week. There's a thing called your silent space where you become aware of certain information around you, certain stimuli, things that become salient to them. You wonder, Uti, is it because seemingly they can't pick up the most obvious thing. So I'm just sitting here thinking, how naive can a group of individuals be? It's a very serious thing. And it continues. You know, I use this example of this Canaanite and Israel thing just for short context, but this is a very long, long discussion we can have because there are so many things that are happening in our world today that we cannot simply understand, and we've become complacent and accepting of them, you know. And we've been trained by this religious thing to become like that. We are incapable at looking at things for what they are. Everything becomes a romantic situation. It's very weird, and it's vexing. It's very vexing that a bunch of individuals who are very strong can be so naive at the same time. Like how does it work? You know, it was just yesterday. There was a very sad story about children who went and bought amakip kip and then they died from poison. Was it amakip kip? I don't know what they bought, but they bought something from a spaza shop. And it apparently was laced with something and they're gone. And one wonders, at what point are we going to realize that the issue is that it's not that there are foreigners in this country or anything like that. It's not about their foreigners. The issue is that we have the naivete and the audacities to say that in our community, people can come in and set up businesses and we will support them. What kind of people are we? I mean, you can't just go into a white neighborhood and set up a business and they'll buy from you. So it's very hectic because, you know, I say literally, but every day you get reminded just how deep this thing is. And ngathi umqondo wethu uhambile. Gone. We literally allow anyone to come into our communities and set up shop, and we support them. And then we're complaining, what. But we are the ones who are supporting them with our money. The same thing goes with the colonialists. We support the enterprises of the colonialists. We go to their shops, we go to their farms. Yesterday I was driving past another big farm near Mazambani, and black women were littered all over the field. Dunsile laphana, planting. And you ask yourself, but why, if you are so busy, ukhuthele kangaka, why spend your abilities and strength doing this for white people? Why? We go to the farms, hlonda unyama lapha, babhizi, badonisile emasimini, bayatshale, bayahlakula, what have you, bashiswa ilanga. It's hot, it's a heat wave since yesterday. Bayasha ogogo bethu lapha noma bethu, bayasha obhuti bethu lapha on their backs. It's very vexing. We will literally expend our deepest energies. We take out our most important facilities and faculties to go and sponsor people who don't even like us. How naive can a people be? Angive, but this naivete, because manje, umuntu bayathi uthutshula komqondo umuntu omnyama nizwa kahle ngcono umuntu elikhuluma ngesingisi ngoba nifundisiwe niyifundiswa phela, but manje inkinga ifundiswa ezingenabo ubuhlakani. How naive are we that we literally can do these things, and then we validate and excuse it and make stories about kumele kudliwe umsebenzi wara. Hayi, anyway, ngihlale phansi komthunzi nje ngiyacabanga. Into engicabangisa kakhulu is that I need to in fact I'm going to start a Molanyana series where I want to break down this whole thing of amaphupho, your dreams. I want to teach you how to interpret dreams and how to look at them from what I know, from the experience that I have. I've seen some of you say my dreams are very strange and interesting, but you told ukuthi umuntu will bring a dream tomorrow, any more vexing, and then the other day they just never seem to have any grasp of how to interpret dreams and understand them. So we're gonna go through that. I'm hoping I'm gonna have enough time to go through it very granular, because I think I have to be granular now, and try and put things as if I am saying them to children, so that people can get it in the most simplistic way, instead of encapsulating it and truncating it into a very short, brief video. So yeah, we are going to look at dreams and how to interpret dreams specifically, different types of dreams. So if you are interested in that kind of thing, you can go ahead and become a member, because I'm not going to put it in the public domain. I think sometimes we have to incentivize it. Can't be giving away free things, because izinto ezinganisebenzeli niyazikhokhela nina. You're very busy la at sponsoring all these nonsensical things. Just a couple of, was it 2 years ago, benivuka ekuseni niphuza imchamo, drinking your own pee, and you were paying people for telling you that, and one wins wonders. And I can't be in here trying to change your state of consciousness for free of charge. I'm a therapist now. You come out taking a bunch of drugs and feeling no better, and you end up depressed for the rest of your life, but you still pay them. It's in the medical aid. So yes, I'm going to put it behind the members wall. That's going to be specifically for the members of this channel, the paying members, abakokai. VIP section. Ninabanye hayi nizoyibona ukuthi manje uzomfundisa amaphupho shame. Angeke nje ngidlale nani. Phumile ekudlaleni manje. I've got empires to build. And I'm not gonna build them on your osibusises. Hlezi ngisho ukuthi wonke osibusisebeni abasebenzi ngeke bangikhandele lezi zinto efuna ukuyikhanda ezizosiza mina futhi egcineni. So ningakhali nje. I'm talking about a series engeke nibone. In fact, I'm trying to, by all means, ukuthi the most important insightful stuff akube khona incentive, because we cannot be playing. You can't be. Because mangasuka umuntu la who doesn't look like me, abanje bangasoke nje one day ngivele ngithatha ulungu ngimbeke lapha phambi kwenu ngibhalele iscript asho lezi zinto engiyishoyo. Hawu, ngayibona i-subscribership kulesi channel. Ungawabona ama-likes ningasangana a-trend umlungu kuze kuyofike etalashish, because it's just the type of people you are. But we are going to undo that. I think that's one of my lifelong missions, is to break that and chip away at that, because I feel like it's a spell. Lelo thwebulo lelo siqhamule nje kancane ukuze ulunge umqondo womuntu, ngoba awuhambi kahle. You guys know, yes, akuhambi kahle la kithi cognitively. We are not calibrated properly. We are existing just for the sake of existing. Izinto efangabe siyaziprioritize, we can't prioritize them. We are all in it together. So I don't come here to grandstand. I come here because I've been through the mill. I've gone through most of the things. Some of the things I've avoided because I saw people going through them. And that's also wisdom. So we are going to help each other. I'm going to help you from what I know and what I can channel into this plane. And you will help me however you can. Izandla azigeza night nenza nethini ubuntu. It is a philosophy of ubuntu. Izandla igeza night. So that's the series we're going to do. Interpreting your dreams, because I noticed that people don't seem to understand amaphupho. No matter how many times you can interpret their dreams, they will just keep coming to ask for interpretations. Sometimes, as in years into this is obviously a subconscious thing, but they think it's something that's important. So there are dreams that are just a subconscious replay of your own state of mind, your own emotions, your own fears, your own worries. They can replay in the dreamscape like that. And then there are futuristic dreams, and then there are dreams that have a symbolic meaning, that carry messages. Sometimes they say messages about you and other people or the world. It doesn't matter. And then there are dreams about the past. Like this morning I had a dream about the past, but it was significant because it was a warning to me about this cyclical situation that I'm facing, especially in terms of the people who are in this group of Mkizwane. It's whatever is playing out or may play out will be part of what is cyclical in our very long battle. Nabantwana bakazi aralile, and it's always going to be that they are always weakest links. Nabantu aba weak who come to the table bagijime baze etafuleni and want to be part of the royal council, but are weak, and they can be used to try and destabilize us. And it's a cyclical thing. But yeah, we are here to break that cycle and chart a new path. We are going to do that. We are doing very well. And this is why all these things are coming forward now, because we are pushing people out from where they have been ensconced for thousands of years. Beyitshela ukuthi sebeqedile. but we are moving. Like fine. Yeah, I remember just this weekend. But I see like a ghost mountain. Ngisazobuya again ngale ndaba yase-Ghost Mountain. But what I can tell you is, by the way, sleep has been very scarce ever since going to the place, because I went there and I felt his sorrow, his sadness, angazi ukuthi sadness enjani, but that was the deepest sorrow I've ever felt in my life. I felt like crying. Hey, hayi, kukhulu okwenzeka laphana. And I'm still trying to process everything, because some of the people who were trapped there, they're still trying to organize themselves into a proper group. And there were so many disagreements as well. Namanye asaqhubeka. So we're trying to get everybody to come down so that they can tell their story. And then we can try and see how do we untie leya weave of knots elaphana. Because mkhulu umsebenzi wenziwa laphana gangwa, specifically gangabelungu nalabantu abamaZulu, trying to solidify their thing yokufuna ukuba amakhosi. Unfortunately, it has to do no Soshangane, no Zwidi laphana. I think no was it uMakazwide Udombas. So something also happened to Udombas there. But there's a great sorrow in that area. Very sad. So I had to do a small isililo. When I went there, I went to the pier there, because I think they did something also on that dam. And I shed a tear onto the water, isililo. And then, jiggy, how? Ngiyahamba nababelungu sekuyofuhlelela laphana. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then someone notices it, how, but King, wafuhlela kabelungu manje laphana. Bafunani? Like, I'm noticing, you go there, a bunch of people come after you. I get to I'm shame, but it's fine. Bayazibona uthini king. And then they became very petty, like, no, asambe, sizobaxosha, make them feel uncomfortable. So with white people, when black people come around, they get very uncomfortable. So we went there, we found them really not doing anything, just loitering on the pier. Nangempela, they got the signal, bahamba. And then the next morning, when we woke up for the sunrise, azange sibabone shame. Normally abelungu bayavuka, but that day, those guests bavuka very late, I think around 10. And no one went into the pier for a very long time. Very strange happenings. But yeah, we'll talk about that thing. That's the Ghost Mountain. As soon as all the messages come, but and it's keeping me awake. Not just me. They are struggling to sleep quite badly. Anyway, so yes, izinto nje esibhekene nazo lezo kulo mhlaba. Too much going on. It's very, very, very sad. Hey, angindedele bengicabangela nje. And I just wanted to tell you what I'm planning to do. Angisho ukuthi sekuyindaba yini, because niyathanda phela ukuhluphana. Mase nibona ukuthi hayi i-series uthe uyazoyenza engenzeki. Well, guys, just relax. We'll get to it. All the things that we need to cover, we'll cover them. There's a lot of life to live. Don't be in such a hurry. Live life, experience life, take it in. It's the journey. The destination is always shifting about because things need to be aligned in a certain way. So don't be in a hurry. Ningajahi. Amithaba. Anihambe-ke hambani manje emakhaya. Ngazi nihlaleleni lapha ebelungwini. Hambani manje niyobona abantwana benu. Bheke ingane zenu laphana. Nipheke, niwashe, nenze yonke into.